all, welcome to today's Cancer Healing Journey Talks. Myself, Annie Jose from Community Outreach Team of Zenonco.io and Love Kids Cancer. Cancer Healing Journey Talks helps cancer survivors and caregivers to share their journey with vast number of survivors and caregivers who have traveled or been traveled through this journey. This can inspire and motivate them for their faster recovery as well. Firstly, I would like to introduce today's speaker, Payal Solanki. She is an osteosarcoma cancer survivor. I'm happy, Payal,
Hello,
that you are.
ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, Payal, to be here with us. And I'm happy that you'll be sharing your journey with us today. So I'll just hand over the session to you, and you can continue talking.
First of all, thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity that I can share my story on this platform. And my name is Payal, and I'm from Delhi. And right now, I'm in 11th class and just studying. So it all started in 2017 in summer, and so my life was going very smooth. So one day, just I was like every regular morning, I just woke up and I went to school, and suddenly I had a pain in my left leg. So I just ignored that because at that time I was in 7th class. So I was very much involved in physical activities. So I think ये ऐसे हो गया होगा because मैं बहुत उछल कूद करती थी. I used to play a lot at that time. So I just ignored that pain. But after some time, that pain started increasing day by day, and I started facing difficulties in walking. So just my gut feeling told me something was very wrong, and after that all my tests started, like x-ray, CT scan, PET scan, MRI. But there was nothing in the test. मतलब कुछ conclusion नहीं आ रहा था एक proper की problem क्या हो रही है. So actually the pain increased so much, and my legs swelled up. So, and every report came with the conclusion that I have a reduction of calcium, and doctors used to give me uh, uh, painkillers and calcium tablets. But there was a time when these just stopped working at a time. So finally doctor suggested me for a biopsy, a kind of minor surgery. So I underwent for the first biopsy, but again the report was not clear. Then I underwent for the second biopsy. The biopsy was showing the symptoms of cancer. So again it was something like that. कोई conclusion नहीं आया कि proper problem क्या है, tumor कहाँ पर located है. Finally I underwent for the third biopsy, hoping this time कि कुछ हो जाए. So it was the major one biopsy. So उसमें it was clear that I was diagnosed with cancer, osteosarcoma stage 1. Osteosarcoma is a very aggressive bone cancer. So I was just 13 years old and I have never heard about cancer. So I was not that much familiar and I didn't react a lot. But it was the biggest trauma for my family. But they never let me down, and we finally mustered up all our courage and to win over cancer. From there my chemotherapy started, and I remember doctor came to me and he said that, Payal, today we'll start your chemotherapy. I was like, okay. I thought that it was kind of glucose, so normal. But after 2 minutes he told me that you have to lose your hair, you hairs, you will become bald. And I was literally numb for a second. That, for every girl is so much conscious about her looks, and I just love my hairs. At that time I was having so much long hairs. So उस time पे my family told me that this is a time which will pass, but you have to go through this procedure. So फिर chemotherapy start हुई and I became bald, and I lost a lot of weight also. एंड एक टाइम था जब उस कीमोथेरेपी स्टार्ट इसलिए होती है ताकि जो आपके कैंसर के सेल्स हैं वो मर जाएं. तो जब ये रिपोर्ट भी क्लियर हो चुकी थी कि मेरे को ऑस्टियोसार्कोमा है, तो डॉक्टर सजेस्टेड मी फॉर अ सर्जरी. एंड 3 सर्जरी मेरी पहली हो चुकी थी एज अ बायोप्सी. सो दे सजेस्टेड मी फॉर द फोर्थ सर्जरी टू रिमूव द ट्यूमर. So doctor told me to remove my hemipelvic girdle of the hip bone, and उन्होंने बोला that there will be a 2 inches difference in your leg. And it was something like I it was something very shocking for me कि मेरे को लगा ठीक है, if they will remove my bone, so कोई नहीं. But there was उन्होंने बोला कि there will be a 2 inches difference in your leg. So that was something very, very shocking for me. But I underwent for that surgery, and after like 15 days, I was in ICU. And after that, uh, I shifted to the pediatric ward for rest of my treatment. So 4 surgeries already हो चुकी थी, then chemotherapy भी चल रही थी. उसके बाद एक ऐसा टाइम था कि I also used to got paralysis attacks sometimes, because the pain was so much कि I really can't endure that. And I always used to thought that why God has have done something very wrong, why God have done so much bad thing with me. And sometimes I thought that maybe this is a procedure of universe to prepare me for something better in my life. And so I just focused on my recovery at that time. And after that, one day doctor came to me, and he also said that after surgery you will be bedridden for 6 months. I mean, bedridden for 6 months in a straight position. I can't move my body. And it was something very shocking for me, because bedridden for 6 months is not easy. Like, you are on bed for 6 months, बहुत difficult होती है वो चीज. But I decided not to lose my hope, and then I focused on my recovery. So one day doctor came to me and he said that अगर तुम मेरे को खुद बैठ के दिखा दोगी तो मैं तुम्हें खड़ा करूंगा. So मैंने उस चीज के लिए कि नहीं पायल, you have to stand up, because I was so much in my old habits ना, where I could play, I could run, and I'm enjoying my normal life. सो आई डिसाइडेड कि जल्दी से रिकवरी करते हैं, और ताकि जो बेड रेस्ट है वो जल्दी खत्म हो जाए. I completed my bed rest in 3 months rather than 6 months. So doctors were also very shocked that how could you do this? So after that, I started walking slowly, slowly. But there was a disability in my body, and because I had a lump in my leg, because I can't walk straight. I used to, I have difficulties in walking also. So, but I thought that disability is something which we जो हम सोचते हैं कि वो हमारे अंदर है, बट वो होती नहीं है. वो बस एक सोसाइटी का मानना है. तो मैंने सोचा कि नहीं, आई विल नेवर लेट दिस डिसेबिलिटी टू obstruct my path, and I will never let this disability to stop me something from doing anything. So I completed my bed rest in 3 months, and after 10 surgeries and 15 chemo cycles, I completed with my treatment. And after that, recovery tabhi bhi chal rahi hai. And I remember my 7th class mein thi, doctors also said me to you have to repeat this class. You have to repeat the 7th class. But still I walked with walker, like going to school, and I gave my exams. And with this my treatment finished. And today, like, actually, I never let this disability. I'm a dancer today, and I gave stage performances on cancer events. And I also motivate people through social media, like creating cancer awareness. And with that, I'm the youngest leader of our hospital team, Ashai, which is a childhood cancer survivor support group. With that, I'm also a member of Sumita Cancer Society. And soon, like, now in future, I'm thinking of running an NGO where I could help cancer patients. And with that, I also want to say that never lose hope, because losing is not an option. Problems are a part of life, and this is what life is called. और हर पेशेंट, बहुत जो लोग हैं वो कैंसर के बारे में बहुत नेगेटिव भी सोचते हैं, बिकॉज देयर आर लॉट ऑफ स्टिग्मास about cancer, that cancer is not curable, or it is a communicable disease, or we should not eat sugar in a cancer treatment. But ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. कैंसर इज 100% curable. इसका ट्रीटमेंट भी है, एंड ये ठीक भी हो सकता है. लोग पहले ही ये चीज दिमाग में बिठा लेते हैं कि कैंसर है तो डेथ है. लोग सोचते हैं that there is no life after cancer, but there is a life after cancer, and I have fought this battle. So मैं ये बोलना चाहूंगी कि कभी हिम्मत मत हारो, और हमेशा हौसला रखो, और अपने कैंसर के ट्रीटमेंट में आप वो चीजें करिए जो आपको अच्छी लगती है करना. आप बाहर जाइए, आप लोगों के साथ इंटरैक्ट करिए. समटाइम्स पीपल बिकम बैड, सो दे फील सो शाय एंड एम्बैरेस कि हम बाहर जाएंगे तो लोग लुक्स पे जाएंगे. बट दैट वाज जस्ट फॉर सम टाइम. बालों का क्या है, बाल फिर से आ जाते हैं आफ्टर कैंसर ट्रीटमेंट. तो आप बाहर जाइए, आप उन लोगों के साथ इंटरेक्ट करिए जिनसे आपको खुशी मिलती है, आप वो काम करिए, जो आपकी हॉबीज आप उनको ट्राई करिए, और जो आपकी एज के पीपल है, दूसरे कैंसर फाइटर्स, आप उनकी स्टोरी सुनिए, तो उससे बहुत मोटिवेशन मिलती है। एंड मैं ये बोलूंगी कि कभी मतलब हिम्मत मत हारो, हमेशा हंस के चीजों को लो, अपनी लाइफ में आगे बढ़िए, और जिंदगी बहुत आसान है। So this was basically my story, like from a cancer patient to a cancer fighter. Now today, I have 2 inches of difference in my leg, but I never let this disability to come and stop me from doing anything. So I just do all those things I really want to do. Thank you.
So what I understood is that you were 13 years old when you were diagnosed with cancer. So how
Yes,
were you
ma'am.
able to manage your emotional well-being during that time?
Actually, when you are diagnosed with cancer, cancer आपको physically भी तो destroy करता है, but mental level पे उतना ही ज्यादा असर करता है। तो आपको strong रहना है, and this is the only choice you could make. Like being strong is the only choice you have in a cancer treatment. But इसको एक positive way में लीजिए, और हमेशा ये सोचिए कि नहीं, कैंसर एक बीमारी नहीं है। आई मीन वी शुड थिंक कि कैंसर जो है एक छोटी सी प्रॉब्लम है, और मेरा ऐसा मानना है कि कैंसर आपकी विल पावर को टेस्ट करती है। अगर आप स्ट्रांग रहेंगे तो कैंसर विल गो, things will pass out, just go with the flow, and हमेशा हिम्मत रखिए। And I remember I posted my first picture on FB, like when my chemotherapy started, I was bad, and I feel so nice after that, कि एक सुकून मिलता है कि ठीक है अब। और लोग बताने से भी डरते हैं आसपास कि हमें कैंसर है, तो लोग क्या सोचेंगे। जस्ट बी प्राउड, जस्ट फील प्राउड ऑन हु यू आर, एंड just find happiness in small things. And I want to say that happiness isn't about uh, finding something to smile about. It's about being content with who you are, your life, your decisions, and just whatever your circumstances are. So आप proud feel करिए कि you are a cancer fighter and you are fighting this disease each and every moment.
Yeah. Who was your support system throughout the treatment?
Actually, my friends, my family, everyone were my support system. But on the top of all this, my chachu, Mr. Mukesh, he was always there for me, and he supported me from the starting. Or today he helped me throughout everything, and he was the only one जिन पे मैंने इतना भरोसा किया, और शायद उनकी वजह से ही आज मैं यहाँ पे हूँ। And he also asked me that, Payal, you are an inspiration for everyone and try to create cancer awareness. So जो लोग इस बारे में नहीं जानते वो जानने लगे. So my chachu was the biggest support system. Like he is my backbone.
And did you try for any alternative treatment? I mean, not the medical treatment like Ayurveda or treatments like that. So did you choose any other treatment or just the medical treatment?
Ma'am, my treatment was started in 2-3 hospitals, but my treatment was like the main hospital was Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Institute and Research Center. So there my treatment was going on, and I underwent for 15 chemotherapies and 10 surgeries, like including everything in 10 surgeries, like my chemo pot removal, my surgeries, my biopsies, everything. And in my chemotherapy, I underwent for like 15 chemo cycles, and 9 chemo cycles after surgery.
Yeah, and also have you ever had this thought coming up in your mind that why cancer chose me and why is it me always? So, and how did you cope up with that thought?
Like when I entered in the hospital for the first time, and when I saw those children, small kids like 5 years old, 6 years old, who were fighting with cancer, at उनको देख के मेरे को ये हिम्मत मिली कि if they can fight, then I could also fight. And I always used to thought that why God have done this thing to me. But then I realized that not everything is karma. Sometimes you just get things. Maybe this is a procedure that so for someone like you, आपको अच्छा बनाने के लिए. So मैं उन cancer patients को देख के ही आज भी मेरे को हिम्मत मिलती है that they can also fight, then everybody can fight.
And also, do you have the fear of cancer coming back? Uh, how you are coping
Like
with it?
sometimes I used to feel this thing ki cancer can repulse, but adopting a healthier life, आप एक्सरसाइज कीजिए, आप हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल अडॉप्ट कीजिए, आप जंक फूड कम खाइए, क्योंकि मेन कॉजेस यही माने जाते हैं कैंसर के। क्योंकि कभी कभी लोग फॉलो अप चेकअप्स के लिए नहीं जाते, लाइक उनका ट्रीटमेंट फिनिश हो गया तो वो सोचते हैं कि अब क्यों जाना, अब तो ट्रीटमेंट फिनिश हो गया, अब हम ठीक हो चुके हैं। बट सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज यही है कि आपके ट्रीटमेंट के बाद आप सारी चीजें वो फॉलो कीजिए जो डॉक्टर्स आपको बोलते हैं करने के लिए। फॉलो अप चेकअप के लिए जाइए, आप बाहर का खाना कम खा के आप वेजिटेबल्स और फ्रूट्स ज्यादा खाइए, अवॉइड स्मोकिंग एंड ऑल दोस बैड हैबिट्स, एंड exercise is very very important. So these are some of the factors that help you to keep healthy, तो इससे chances कम हो जाते हैं।
And how did you manage your side effects of chemo? Basically, like you might have felt some side effects like nauseous, vomiting, all those things. How did you manage in the kit?
Like when chemotherapy was going on, like my the first side effect that was the hair fall. So like I used to cry also sometimes, now that hair fall, like I can't see myself bad, but at that time there was a lot of side effects like vomiting, loose motion, constipation, weakness, cold sores in mouth. So these were something very very I would say they were very बहुत दर्दनाक थे, दे वर वेरी पेनफुल। बट मैं उस टाइम पे वो चीजें करती थी जो मेरे को बहुत पसंद है, तो उससे ध्यान हमारा जो है वो कम हो जाता है। आप कैंसर के बारे में देखिए कि कैंसर क्या होता है ड्यूरिंग योर ट्रीटमेंट एंड ऑल दोज थिंग्स, और इनके साइड इफेक्ट्स को हम कंट्रोल भी कर सकते हैं। लाइक वन ऑफ द साइड इफेक्ट इज कोल्ड सोर्स, मुंह में छाले हो जाना, बट डॉक्टर आस्क यू टू ड्रिंक एज मच वाटर एज यू कैन, तो उससे क्या होते हैं साइड इफेक्ट्स कम हो जाते हैं। इट रिड्यूसेस द साइड इफेक्ट लाइक कॉन्स्टिपेशन, लूज मोशन, कोल्ड सोर्स। सो दैट इज, सो आई जस्ट फॉलो अप विद द डॉक्टर्स, जो उन्होंने बोला मैंने वो किया बिल्कुल हर तरीके से। और कुछ साइड इफेक्ट्स तो होंगे ही होंगे, लाइक हेयर फॉल, बट हेयर फॉल इज लाइक अ टेम्परेरी पार्ट ऑफ ए लाइफ, बाल वापस आ जाते हैं। तो बाकी के साइड इफेक्ट्स आप पे डिपेंड करते हैं कि आप ट्रीटमेंट के टाइम पे कौन कौन सी चीजें करते हैं।
And also, like you told me that you're working with some organization and everything right now. So, how do you think, like, how can we promote awareness regarding the cancer stigmas going around on us? So, what would be the best solution?
Actually, we should like social media is also one of the way. There are a lot of organization, लोगों को हमें अवेयर करना चाहिए। जिन लोगों से भी आप मिलते हैं ना, उनको बताइए इस बीमारी के बारे में कि ये ठीक हो सकती है, एंड द ट्रीटमेंट एवरीथिंग, एंड ट्राई टू जस्ट क्रिएट एज मच अवेयरनेस एज यू कैन। और मैं सोशल मीडिया के थ्रूज, लाइक आई यूज्ड टू मेक यूट्यूब वीडियोस ऑन डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स ऑफ कैंसर राइट नाउ, लाइक cervical cancer or childhood cancer. So I used to make different videos right now, and like working, and हमें programs करने चाहिए कि like there are a lot of programs on cancer also, कि इसको कैसे बचाया जा सकता है, इसके स्क्रीनिंग टेस्ट भी होते हैं, तो प्रोग्राम्स भी करने चाहिए हमें। एंड लाइक वी आई एम हैविंग आवर हॉस्पिटल टीम आशाएं, so it is a childhood cancer survivor support group, and we used to we try that in every year we held some program every year। तो वहां पर लोग आते हैं और वो इंटरैक्ट करते हैं डॉक्टर्स के साथ, और डॉक्टर्स उन्हें बताते हैं कि हमें नॉर्मल इंसान को भी बॉडी चेकअप भी करवाना चाहिए, लाइक इन अ ईयर, कि एक साल में आप 1 या 2 बार टेस्ट करवाइए अपने फुल बॉडी चेकअप की कोई प्रॉब्लम है या नहीं है। और इसके बारे में और पढ़िए, क्योंकि लोग बोलते हैं कि कैंसर क्योरेबल नहीं है, कैंसर का इलाज नहीं है, स्पेशली इन रूरल एरियाज। बिल्कुल लोग बहुत ही लाइक दे आर नो बहुत बैकवर्ड सोच के हैं। लोग सोचते हैं कि अगर कैंसर है तो ठीक है, घर पे उनको इलाज करिए, बट लोग हॉस्पिटल नहीं ले जाते हैं। तो like right now I just create awareness through social media, and this is the COVID time, so we really can't do everything। बहुत सारी चीजें हम नहीं कर सकते हैं, बट अभी like I used to create awareness through social media, and we have programs also on cancer screening programs and all that।
That's really good to hear. Bye. And also, my one last question will be like, if you want to sum up your whole cancer journey, so how will you be summing up in one sentence? So, what is your motivational sentence which you have always you always carry with you?
I there's a yeah actually I always say that prevention is better than cure. I always say this thing क्योंकि अगर हम बीमारी को पहले ही प्रिवेंट कर लेते हैं तो फिर आगे हमें प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती है. और मैं ये बोलना चाहूंगी कि जिंदगी एक जंग है, तो प्रॉब्लम्स आती रहती है, लाइफ में उतार चढ़ाव आते रहते हैं. और अगर हम पहले ही हिम्मत हार के बैठ जाएंगे तो फिर हमारी हेल्प कोई नहीं करने वाला. हम पहले ही भगवान के आगे रोने लग जाते हैं कि प्लीज हेल्प अस. बट आई वांट टू से कि जब तक आपके अंदर हिम्मत है, जुनून है, वो जज्बा है, तो अगर आप जब तक अपनी मदद खुद को नहीं करेंगे तब तक भगवान आपकी मदद नहीं कर सकते. तो हमेशा अपने आप पे हिम्मत रखिए. और मैं ये जरूर बोलूंगी कि कभी हिम्मत मत हारिए क्योंकि प्रॉब्लम्स आती रहती है जिंदगी में. और कैंसर कोई बड़ी चीज नहीं है, इसको बस टाइम पे आपको संभालना है, हिम्मत रखनी है, इसका ट्रीटमेंट प्रॉपर करवाना है. और ये बोलूंगी कि जिंदगी एक जंग है, तो इससे कभी हिम्मत मत हारिए.
So much, Payal, for your valuable time today. And I'm sure this session
Thank you,
will
ma'am.
be really motivating people out there who have traveled or be traveling through cancer. So it was lovely having you here today. Once again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
working
ma'am.
for your time and love this cancer.
Thank you, ma'am.